What's up, y'all? It's Millie. I'm trying something different this time. I'm gonna be doing a shoe review. So I'm gonna be doing a review on these Nike Dunks. They're the low Malachites. I dropped on August 31st. I got them a while ago. I've never worn them before. I don't know why. I just haven't. So yeah. So starting off, we have the regular Nike Dunk box, just the red and white lettering. So we have the Nike Dunk Low Retro SE. They're the pale ivory and black Malachite. So opening it up, we have our packaging. We have our horseshoe. We have our diamond, cherries, lucky number 7, Nike swoosh. Basically, if you've ever done a lottery before from a gas station or anywhere, this is usually what comes up when you win something. 3 in a row, 4 in a row, 5 in a row, whatever you're gonna do. Anyways, let's open this up. So once we open it up, that's what we get right here. We of course have our Malachite green, and we have our pale ivory, and we have a little bit of a worn color down there. I wouldn't say an off-white, but definitely not as white as the rest of the shoe is. So let's start off with this one. So of course we have our little scratch off coin, because these are the lottery Dunks. Now Nike has released saying that after a while, if you don't use this to scratch it off, it will come off by itself just over time being worn. Personally, I'm not going to be scratching this off in case I want to resell these. Since I never wear them, why not resell them? So there is different colorways that these come in, but the Malachite was my favorite when I was first looking at them. Sorry, my camera died. So, anyways. So this is of course the Malachite green with pale ivory. As you can see, the midsoles right here are more of a worn, I would say, white. I don't really know the term I could use for it, but we have the pale ivory, the Malachite green of course. The outsoles, we have the Malachite green as well. We also have that Nike in the middle. Paying attention to more details, we have those little stars in the front. Let's see if these can focus. Yeah, we have the detailing on the front of the outsole, and then let's flip over to the other side. We of course still have that top layer coat that you can scratch off. I'm not sure if it's just this one or this one. I didn't do too much research on that, but I know that one of them or both of them can be scratched off. Now when scratching these off, you will be able to see the same thing we saw on the packaging, like little cherries, the number 7, diamonds, the Nike mark, stuff like that. Now on the green, I do believe that it's more of a light green and just more of a design. Now the one thing I do not like about these, I will say, is it did not come with any extra laces. So this green lacing right here, the Malachite, is all that we have. Now the texture of the lacing is a little different than any other Dunk I have. It's more of a softer, I wouldn't say velvet, but it feels very soft compared to my other ones. I'm not really sure the correct term for it, but it's definitely a different material than my other Dunks. Now another thing about the shoe is the leather is way nicer than my other Dunks, at least from the look of it and the feel of it. Now there are some malfunctions to this. I did get this off the Go app. I did not get it for retail. Unfortunately, I could not get it. So that was my only complaint, is that it did not come with any extra shoelaces. I would have done a cream shoelacing or white, just because the green, I feel like there's just too much of it. Now I will say another thing that's really cool about it. Now with the pale ivory tongue, we do have this different font than usual, like different than other Dunks. It's more of a bold and lottery themed, I guess you could say. You have a little star right here and right here. Definitely more thick of lettering and bigger than most Dunks. Another thing that I like a lot is the stitching on it. So on the Malachite green on the leather, we have this same color stitching going down. A little detail right here is we have that pale ivory going through the white, or going through the black check mark. And then on the bottom again, we have a different color white going through the worn white. I don't know the correct term, but worn white. We had that white stitching going through that. And then on the back, we also have that pale ivory lettering stitching of the Nike. And then we have the Malachite green going all the way around with that stitching. The black check mark also going around the shoe. Now, of course, on the inside of the shoe, on the tongue, we do have the trademarking stitched onto here. Now, if we take a look inside, the same exact Nike logo that's on the tongue is also in the insole. It is the same lottery themed Nike logo. We also have the men's size and the inside. So we also have the UPC on the inside in the corner right here. So here's a look at both of them from the side. We also have that little coin, the lucky coin that I'm guessing Nike put on there because everybody that does a lottery ticket or goes and gambles has their lucky coin, lucky scratch off, whatever they use, maybe a lucky card. We also have both of them on the back looking beautiful as always. This leather again is way more high quality than the usual Dunks. From the top we have our laces again that are a different quality than most. I can't talk. Okay. The lottery greens are also known as Malachite green because of the Malachite stone. The Malachite stone is known to bring luck to whoever owns it, uses it, or has it. I don't know much about it. I just did a little bit of research on the name because I was like, what does Malachite mean? But of course, Malachite Dunks, the lottery green. These are true to size. They would be running a little bit more big because some Dunks and Air Forces run big, but these ones are definitely true to size. I got a 7. I usually get like a 7.5 in men's, but these ones, yeah, these ones were true to size. So I went ahead and got these. Now I will say one thing to be careful about with these ones is creasing them. Get you some crease guards because this material seems to crease easily, as I've seen online. Now another thing on these lottery Dunks is I've seen a lot of people try to scratch these off, and as I said at the very beginning, they're very hard to come off and usually will come off worn over time, but it takes a while. But one thing I have noticed from people that have tried to scratch it off online and on YouTube and TikTok is it's very difficult to do so. You have to use this coin, of course, take it off, use it, but it's very hard to get off, I've seen. Overall, these Nike Dunks are really nice. Nike did a really good job of designing them, and this whole lottery scratch off is really cool considering that lottery you scratch it off, win the ticket if you're lucky. If not, oh well. Unfortunately, when you do scratch these off, you don't win anything other than like maybe a cool design if you like that. I will say that Nike did a very good job with it. The only complaint I have again is the lacing. I wish they brought different laces to put on these, like maybe a cream or white. The box as well, I feel like Nike could have done a better job of designing something that went along on the lottery theme other than the actual paper inside. But again, nothing's wrong with the regular old Dunk box. So if you were looking for a Dunk, I will say 8 out of 10. This lottery Dunk, Malachite, and pale ivory color is the way to go. If you guys did enjoy, please leave a like, please leave comments, recommendations, any critiques, anything. Subscribe. Me and Cam will be doing more soon. We've been busy recently. If you want to see more reviews on shoes like this, I have plenty to do reviews on. And yeah, I really hope you guys enjoy. This was something new I've never done before. So yeah.